You know, you click on money videos and it sounds nice, but then you aren't sure if they're going to sell you something. First of all, I have nothing to sell you. And then second of all, you wonder, does this actually work? This one does work. And I have the proof here. You can see the screenshot right here. She made $390,000 or so in 60 days from making $2,000 a month, which is crazy. Think about that. That is a huge quantum leap. Most of the time we make our money linearly. I make $1,000 a month. It'd be great if I could make 1,500 in 2 years. Maybe I could make 2,000, which is fine. It's slow, but might as well go fast if you can. And I'm here to show you the proof. You can go fast. You can have a quantum leap. Large sums of unexpected money can come to you. Huge leaps in your business out of nowhere, investment, random money. There's 3 things that you need to do. These are the 3 things that Angie, to go from making $2,000 a month to bringing in $390,000 in 60 days. So my name's Jake with JakeDucey.com. Came out for Sunrise for this video for you. And let's go. Number 1, you do not have to be confident. You do not have to be certain, but you have to be open. Now, what I mean by that is she, who I just showed you, 300-something thousand dollars in 60 days, she had a quantum leap. Most people are moving linearly financially. I make $1,000 a month. I hope I can make $1,200. By the 10 years later, maybe I'll make $2,000. It's linear. I go from $1,000 to $1,500 to $1,800 to $2,000. That is the way we are conditioned. And because we are not confident and we are not certain and we don't believe based off of our past and all the biochemical signals we've gotten from our environment, the past financial stresses, the things we've seen, heard, experienced, the letdowns, the disappointments, that gets ingrained in you cellularly, biochemically, and neurologically. And so because of that, we create a artificial glass ceiling on our financial breakthroughs. And that causes us to be closed-minded. Like the ladies making $2,000 a month or just under. 9 out of 10 people, maybe 99 out of 100, maybe 1 but a million, would go, you are insane if you think I'm going to get $390,000 in 60 days. That is like 1,000 times more than I am making in a month. That's insane. You don't get it. Look at all this stuff. Look at what happened to me, right? That is the reactionary biochemical feedback. So you have to break that. That's the closed-mindedness. And that's the way we're all wired. To have a quantum leap, which is what we're talking about, right? You have to be open that something different can happen. You don't have to be confident, but you have to be open. I always sign off my emails, miracles or normal. Wayne Dyer had a quote. He said, I'm realistic. I expect miracles. You can comment it down below. I'm realistic. I expect miracles. I'm realistic. I expect miracles. Now, here's a quick way to get yourself in an open mindset. I like to say, Dear universe, I am totally ready and willing to receive all the abundance that others are not. Think about that. That's a good one. It totally opens you. Dear universe, I am totally willing and ready to receive all the abundance that others are not. Comment that down below. Write it down. Put it in your phone. Write it on an index card. Take a Sharpie and put it on your forehead. And then you can walk around. It'll be a great conversation starter if you're shy too. Dear universe, I'm totally open and ready. Dear universe, I'm totally willing and ready to receive all the abundance that others are not. Think about that. There is literally trillions of dollars floating around, not only in the world, but in etheric space. Have you ever had a great idea and you didn't act on it, and then a year or two later you saw somebody, damn, that's $1 million idea now. I thought of that. Why didn't I do that? Because wealth needs to be circulated, not just money, but the energy of wealth. Therefore, if the universe can't find a source through you, then it seeks someone else. And if 99 out of 100 are closed off, not only is all of your wealth that is available for you, but there's 99 others where it's just sitting around. So what you're doing is you're opening yourself to even more. Dear universe, I am totally willing and ready. Dear universe, I'm totally open and ready to receive all the abundance that others are not. Now, before we go into number 2, let me just say, number 2 may stir up some emotions in you. It may shake your belief systems. But before we get there, one of the things that she mentioned that brought in all that money is that she started reprogramming her subconscious. And I have a free financial success hypnosis to reprogram your subconscious mind that she was using and 1 million people from all over the world have used. Every day I get these stories. Like that one, 390 grand. But I get stories all the time of somebody's like, I got an extra 500. I got a new job. I needed $3,000 for these bills. And then it showed up after I listened to this. It's free. Just listen to it for like 2 minutes a day. That's all you need to do. In the morning, at night, middle of the day. It's jakeshypnosis.com. It's pinned to the comments and in the description right there down below. Open up a new tab. Do something for yourself today that will start you on the right foot. So it's jakeshypnosis.com. Number 2 is getting rid of the dirty money beliefs. It is dirty. It's greedy. It's bad. To have a quantum leap, you have to be open to increase and more. And in our culture, we are taught, just be happy with what you got. You should never be happy with what you got. You should be grateful that you have it, but you shouldn't be happy because the universe is for constant expansion and fuller expression. Remember, you should be grateful. Even if you don't have a lot, you should be grateful, right? Because you're still alive, you're still here. But you shouldn't be happy. You shouldn't be satisfied with it because the universe is for constant expansion and fuller expression. And this mindset opens the door for a quantum leap because one of the core beliefs and emotions that stop us financially, even if we work hard, we will sabotage ourselves. We will blow all the money. Somehow we'll get fired. Like something will happen if we believe money is dirty, more is dirty. We see all the time, there's all these starving children. And then we liken ourselves as if we're like Bill Gates and like we have like $1 trillion in like an 87,000 square foot house and 14 different private jets. If we have money, you're not going to be like that. So it's not dirty. And more is a healthy word. It is actually in alignment with universal laws for increase and greater expansion. And if you still aren't convinced, think about it like this. Desire is actually a creative word. I want to bend a piece of metal and fly it over the ocean. That's how we got airplanes. Want is creative. Napoleon Hill, in his book Think and Grow Rich, he says that dissatisfaction is a creative emotion. Remember, be grateful for what you have, but don't be satisfied. Dissatisfaction is what creates all innovation in the world. And if you want to have a quantum leap, you have to be comfortable with being dissatisfied. She was dissatisfied with making $2,000 a month because, like she said, she didn't have any time for her kids. She couldn't even be a mom, right? She was dissatisfied. She didn't want that. And I remember that was a huge changing point when I became dissatisfied. I don't want to not be able to go on a vacation. I don't want to not be able to go to Hawaii. I don't want to not be able to go to British Columbia and go explore the forest in the summer. I want it. I don't want to not be able to pay for my bills. I don't want a car that doesn't work. And that energy, if it's not from a place of like, I'm angry at the world, because again, being grateful for what you have still, then that energy becomes the separating space that creates the openness for a quantum leap to occur in your life. And like she said, then the money comes and she's like, I'm so grateful for you, Jake, because now I get to be home with my kids, all these things. So that dissatisfaction actually gave her a huge quantum leap and made the space for her dream life. And number 3 is to align yourself with the frequency of wealth. I know that sounds crazy, but quantum physics shows us that everything is energy. Even a house is energy. Your dream house is energy, and your apartment that you hate is energy. When I lived in this apartment in Los Angeles, the walls were like cardboard, and I could always hear my neighbor cough while he smoked cigars. And we heard it in our bedroom because there was a shared wall in the bedrooms. So we're like, Ashley and I trying to get our freak on, and this dude's like, and I'm like, dude. So that apartment had a certain frequency. And then a couple years later, I'm renting a house. My neighbor is Willie Nelson on the beach, an acre on the beach with a private beachfront. That is a different energy. What was the difference? I started aligning with money. And that's what she said she was doing through the techniques and through the success hypnosis. And again, that's why it's so important to use the success hypnosis, because everything is energy. So you need to detach from your current environment, which is creating emotions of stress around money, fear over money, uncertainty over money. Emotion is emotion. It's energy in motion. That's what your emotions are. You can comment that down below. Emotion equals energy in motion. Emotion equals, and I invite you to comment it down below because I've done a bunch of studies. You retain 80% of the information that you learn if you write it down. 80%. So the point of this video isn't just to entertain you through insight and you get the dopamine. It's that there's 1 or 2 things that you remember and apply, and that's the breakthrough. So emotion is energy in motion. When your emotions are controlled by your current financial reality, then you are vibrating at the frequency of more lack. So you have to shift that. And my success hypnosis does that because your subconscious mind is your emotional mind. It's your feeling mind. It's not logical. So if you start vibrating at a new frequency and creating new emotions around money and associating yourself with excitement and freedom and all of these things, even if you're just using your imagination because your current reality sucks, you're sending new emotions. Therefore, you're communicating with your subconscious because the language of the subconscious is emotion and feeling, not words. So by doing this, you reprogram the subconscious. So make sure you get my free success hypnosis. It's jakeshypnosis.com. It's pinned to the comments and in the description right there down below. It's jakeshypnosis.com, and you can start to align your frequency with wealth. And what I invite you to do is turn it on, get in a comfortable position. You could lie flat on the ground. You could sit in bed. You could lie in bed, sit in your favorite chair, close your eyes, and get yourself into a scene that is real. The same way you watch a movie, and if it's a good actor in a good movie, you may cry, you may get your hands sweaty from excitement. You want to do the same thing. And when you do that, you're going to reprogram your brain. You're going to change the instructions your subconscious gets, and you're going to align with the frequency of money, which is going to bring more wealth into your life. And who knows, it may be $390,000 in 60 days. So let's just recap. Number 1, you don't need to be confident. You don't need to be certain, but you do need to be open in order to have a quantum leap, a breakthrough that is non-linear. Number 2, you should not be satisfied with what you got. You should be grateful, but you should not be satisfied with what you got because dissatisfaction is a creative emotion and wanting more is natural, it's good, and it's in alignment with the universe, which is always for fuller expansion and constant expression. And number 3 is to align yourself with the frequency of wealth. And you do this by stopping engaging with your current emotions that are dictated from your financial constraints. The easiest way to do this is to reprogram your subconscious, because that's your emotional mind, and 95% of your emotions and feelings are subconscious, they're habitual, they're automatic, and we're unaware of them. So get my free success hypnosis, jakeshypnosis.com, open up another tab, do something for yourself right now. You could watch 10 more videos, but that's not going to change your subconscious. What you want to do is listen to the same video over again. If you don't have time to watch it, just listen to it. Do it at 1.5x speed and listen to it while you do something else. Text it to a friend, to your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, so you guys can watch it together. Put it on your TV, listen to it again. And when you listen to it again, now it moves from information to knowledge because you're able to apply it. And get my free success hypnosis. Do something for yourself that immediately starts to change the instructions you're giving your subconscious mind, which is, now I'm available for more money and a quantum leap, going not from A to B, but A to Z. Not from 2,000 like her, but from 2,000 to 390,000. So get it, jakeshypnosis.com. If you enjoy this video, make sure you hit the like, subscribe, bell notification. If you enjoy these outdoor shots, give me a comment down below and let me know. And thank you for watching.